Hello and welcome back, everybody. It's Complicated Relationships Reddit Stories. Hope you guys are safe and healthy. Now let's see what the story is about today. I thought our marriage was great. My wife was so happy with me and everything was alright. Then I found out that she had a year-long relationship with another man. But now she says she wants to reconcile. What do I do? It's time we listen to the story. Also, if you like my videos, please give a thumbs up and do subscribe to the channel.
My wife of 3 years has been having a relationship for a year with a colleague of hers. I know him personally. I found out through her Gmail account on her laptop, which was left logged in. I had zero intention of checking her email. I just saw it there, and the text caught my eye. After this, I checked her phone and confirmed everything. I'm not going to lie, this kind of blindsided me. We have, or I guess had, a good relationship. We were regularly intimate, never really got angry at each other. We met in college and dated for almost 2 years before getting married. We were thinking of having kids in a year or two now that I have a good-paying job and have been progressing in my career. I actually wasn't suspicious at all. She's intelligent and clearly did well to cover her tracks. She never came home late at night or acted distant or cold with me or not been intimate with me. Not once did she tell me she was feeling unsatisfied or unhappy in our relationship. I had no idea anything was wrong at all, or I would have tried to fix it. Through her texts and emails, I saw that they usually got together during their lunch breaks, or they leave work early and go to a hotel-motel. The other guy isn't married, but he does have a long-term girlfriend. Haven't told her yet, haven't spoken to the other guy either. I took the day off work yesterday, left a note on the table for my wife, and I left for my friend's place. I told him everything. Sure enough, when she got home, she called and texted several times. I didn't answer at first, but I did eventually, and she immediately started crying hysterically and pleading me for forgiveness, saying it was a stupid mistake and she will do anything to reconcile.
They talked for a while, but OP didn't really say anything, and he hasn't yet decided what he was going to do.
I'm not going to lie, I love her, but I can't stand betrayal of any kind, and this is up there. The thing is, when I was 18, I fell into a very dark depression, and it was the hardest thing in the world to pull myself out of. Took me 3 years. The only thing that helped was exercise and boxing. And now, I feel myself slipping back into that hole. And as much as I love her, I also hate her, and the other guy. I'm debating confronting the other guy and hurting him, but my friend has insisted that I don't. I know my emotions are controlling me right now, which is why I wanted to be away from my wife and our apartment for a while, so I can allow logic to at least get a foothold in my brain. I know if I see her crying, I'll start to feel sympathy for her, which I don't want to. Right now, my logical part says to divorce her, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I have thought about if I'll ever trust her again, and I think the answer is no. Here's the thing. I consider myself to be a fair person, and I always try to see both sides of the coin. I was looking around forums of infidelity, and I came across another forum. I thought it would be similar to this sub, quickly found out it was the opposite. However, I read through a few posts, hoping I could try and understand my wife's reasoning. Most of the posts were about the thrill of something new, the physical satisfaction, trying to escape the unhappiness in their marriage, etc. The thing is, I'm not just saying this, I can't see how we had any of those problems. My wife was always intelligent and mature, which is why, no matter how hard I try, I can't understand this. She repeatedly told me over the phone that it meant nothing and she regrets it more than anything. But then, why do it? I asked her why, and she just kept saying she doesn't know and it was a lapse in judgment, etc. A year-long lapse in judgment? I'm questioning everything now, wondering if I've wasted years for nothing, wondering if I'll ever trust another woman again. At the moment, I can't see myself ever being in a relationship again. I'm not naive enough to think that people are infallible, but what's the point of committing yourself to someone if you're just going to find someone else? Not sure yet what my next step is, but at the moment, I can't see the marriage lasting. Her mother, whom I really like, has called me thrice, but I haven't answered. I haven't told anyone about it except my close friend that I'm staying with.
OP has screenshots of emails and text between them as proof in case he needs them.
Edit. Few things that have come up repeatedly. I've decided not to fight the other guy. It was just my emotions getting the best of me at the time. I will be getting an STD test and telling her to do the same. No compromise there. At the moment, I am leaning towards separating because I can't see how I will ever look at her the same way again. I still need some time to think, and will have to have a long talk with her. Her mother has since messaged me asking to please call her. She is a very good person and was very motherly throughout my time knowing her, so I will be calling her to talk to her soon, before I talk to my wife.
Now, here is the update.
So yesterday, I went for a long walk and called back my mother-in-law. I didn't go into details, but I did mention that her daughter was seeing someone else behind my back for an extended period of time. She was understandably very upset, and thankfully didn't try to force my hand into staying with my wife. We talked for a while, and she asked me to give my wife a call, but I said I'll only do so when I'm ready to talk. I was walking over a bridge on my way back to my friend's place, and, I'm not going to lie, for a split second I thought of jumping off. Told myself it would make things a lot easier. I let go of that thought immediately and kind of laughed. It's crazy what our minds can come up with. Anyway, I think either tonight or tomorrow night I sit down with my wife and talk. I'm afraid my mind is 99% made up that I'll be asking for a divorce, as I haven't been able to see any outcome where I won't be resentful towards her if we stay together. I will let her tell me everything she feels she has to say, and then we'll tell her my decision.
End of the story. Well, OP, a year long, and she worked with him. I got news for you, buddy. He was her number one, and you were the other man. He got more time with her. He got more effort from her put into their relationship. They had more intimacy, and you, well, she probably was intimate with you after doing it with him during the day. Do you really think she would have stopped if you haven't caught them? I suggest you file and move on with your life. You are young, and there are better women in this world. This is not a one-time mistake. This is 365 days of deception and betrayal. No kids, 1 year, easy. Just divorce her. Now, before we wrap up for the day, let's listen to a few comments from the community.
D Blackstar 2002 says, "Don't buy that. I don't know the line she does. She liked having relations with another guy. Maybe she liked the thrill of it. You'll never know, so don't spend time obsessing over it. I also find that this is like an addiction for some people. Most people in LTAs tend to cheat again. Just walk away." OP's reply, "I of course know all women are not like this, but I know I have a huge mental block to get over now with regards to trusting someone in a relationship sense again. I went with my friend to our boxing gym to clear my head, and while it helped, every punch I threw, I imagined the other guy. I don't necessarily want to beat him up, but I do believe I'll punch him at least once or twice. I feel he deserves it. Thanks for your time." That is the name says, family law attorney here, who has unfortunately dealt with infidelity countless times. It's just my 2 cents and semantics, but I wouldn't ask her for a divorce. If you are resolved to divorce, which, in my opinion, you should, you have a legal right to do so whether she likes it or not. You don't need to ask her for anything anymore. I'm truly sorry this has happened to you, but I can say with no reservations that time will heal. And if you really want it, you can move on to an honest relationship with someone new in the future, which you deserve. OP's reply, "Thanks for your comment. I know I don't have to ask her for one, but I'm hoping we can split up agreeably after all this. Can I ask, if both parties are straightforward, is the process fairly quick and easy? We're both at a very similar income level, and she's not the type to be vindictive and petty, hopefully. As for the new relationship in the future, I'm not even thinking about it. I know this is still very fresh in my mind, but I'm having a hard time imagining committing myself to a woman in that sense ever again. Who knows what the future brings, though." Erom Tap says, "I'm currently in reconciliation with my wife who has had 2 extended relationships. To be perfectly honest, if we didn't have 2 kids and 12 years together, there is 0 chance I would have stayed. You got to cut the cord. You will never feel the same about her. You will never stop imagining what she did. I cannot stress enough, do not physically confront the guy. Bro, you're hurt. This is the worst pain imaginable. Believe me, I know better than almost anyone. If you physically confront the dude, here's the thing. You'll feel a little better for like 10 minutes. Then you'll sink right back to feeling bad again. Then you go to jail, and now you're locked up and feel bad. You will not be better off. Also, she is the problem. Yeah, he's a bad person for sure. Anyone who gets with a married woman is. But she is the one who is married to you and betrayed you. Punish her by leaving her out in the cold. Good luck, dude. OP's reply. I'm not going to fight the other guy. Like you said, it's not worth it. I don't want to punish her either. Kind of already want this all behind me, even though I just discovered it a couple of days ago. Tech Show says, probably best to get out of there. Can it be reconciled? Maybe. But in a protracted affair like that, it's hard to believe the tears and it was just a mistake. A mistake is a one-time thing, and even then it comes with overreaching elements in order to save the relationship. I was in your same spot 2 years ago. My wife of 10 years had been cheating on me for at least a year, but probably longer. Even now, 2 years later, other lies she's told about the relationship have surfaced. In a long affair, the issues behind it run deep. I had no idea she felt otherwise and was seeking the affection of other men. We were intimate 2 to 3 times a week, happy around each other, all those things. She was lying when she said she loved me, and lying when she said she was happy. OP's reply. I'm very sorry that happened to you. I'm spending some time by myself, right now at a friend's place and then in a hotel, so I have time to think. I've let my wife have the apartment for now. Don't want any drama of who should stay there or leave.
Thank you all for listening. Please like, comment and share the video if you enjoyed it. Also, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you will be notified when we upload the next video. Take care.